Modernization doesn't happen to you. You have to actually do the work. Nobody's going to show up at your door and say, here's the modern core platform, whether you're using Symetra or somebody else, please go build on it. You have to actually set your teams to do that.
I think you really do need to maintain flexibility and extensibility on your core systems. If you get locked in to any platform, I think you then sort of stifle innovation. So maintain as much flexibility as you can and get really fast at making change. Like, make mistakes, but then be prepared to kind of correct those mistakes just as quickly as you made them. So that'd be my advice. Be prepared to move quickly and have extensibility baked into the core.
A few things we remind ourselves of is doing more of the same isn't going to produce a different result. So I find myself kind of thinking that through and then looking at the situation that we have in front of us and saying, are we approaching this or doing it the same way we've always done it? Because if we're looking for a different outcome, this probably isn't going to work. Reminding myself and my teammates that growth and comfort don't coexist. So if you're not feeling uncomfortable, then you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough.
The best advice I suppose I can give you would be set that goal, try and make it a greenfield, and set aside the team and give them the time and space to ultimately work with the vendors, whether it's 16 systems or 5 or 10 or whatever, to build that new platform. And that is how you get this done in a reasonable time frame and build the type of momentum that you want to see.
What I can see now is our technology experts weren't really at the table saying, actually, you don't want to do it that way. There's a better way to do this. So bring us in, let us understand the what and the why, and we'll show you how technology can make that happen. I can say confidently for Swift Term, if myself and others that lack sufficient technology knowledge would have been making the decisions about how to make this experience real, we would not be able to issue a policy in 12 minutes with best in street pricing.
So you have to build things that the customers want. That's the first important thing. And we've actually released 64 rate changes this year, 64. Our total actuarial organization, and I don't mean they're all actuaries, the entire actuarial organization has 10 people at Hippo doing 64 rate changes. The insurance people among us go, that's impossible. How do you do that? Because you have a tech stack that can support making those changes very, very quickly. At the end of the day, there's risk, and you need to know how to manage the risk. But you also need the technology that makes sure that you're putting customer first, to really understand how quickly you can take things to market, how quickly you can add new product lines.
People think doing nothing is the safest thing to do, and that doing something different is risky. And his observation was, perhaps you should flip it. Like, doing nothing is actually the riskiest thing that we could do. Doing something, make smart decisions, do smart things, but doing something is probably better than doing nothing.